Apple has confirmed not just plans, but also some pretty serious advances to bring the Apple Car to market. Quite a lot of renderings of what Apple Car could look like based on filed patents and legal details about the secret Apple project have the world stunned by the tech giant. The company has remained silent about the decade-long project that still remains a secret, but leaks, hires, and legal patents are giving us a glimpse into the covert plans of Apple. Right from the Mac to the iPod and the iPhone, Apple has always seemed to have something innovative and groundbreaking up its sleeve. This time, the global giant has its eyes set on the car industry, as it works on the now called Apple Car. The Apple brand has become synonymous with innovation, new ideas with a history of disrupting the music, smartphone, and now the car industry. So what's new with the Apple Car, and what should we expect? We explore these questions and dig deep into the rumors, so keep watching till the end. Welcome to Tech World. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe to amazing content in the tech space. Apple is among the most valuable businesses worldwide, and could be substantially more valuable if they're able to make wares in the world of cars. The last 6 years of speculation about the official Apple Car has been a roller coaster. Leaks from Apple and reported by CNBC show that Apple is planning to build an autonomous car in conjunction with Hyundai Kia and Hyundai Kia within Georgia. Apple is among the most valuable corporations globally, and is likely to become substantially more valuable if they are successful in the world of cars. The global market for mobility and autos is estimated to be worth $10 trillion, which is a lot less than an estimated $715 billion mobile market as per Motor Intelligence. The Apple Car easily passes as the most anticipated and widely talked about innovation in the auto industry. Questions like when will the car be on the market, how will it look, and its price are some of the pieces of the puzzle that everyone is trying to put together. The last decade has been filled with rumors, and not much has changed in recent times. However, we now have a few answers about the project. The Apple Car started to make waves in 2014, when reports started to circle around that Apple CEO Tim Cook had cooked up the plan to bring something called the Apple Car to life. And man, he was so serious about it that he decided to codename it Titan. You already know what a Titan is, and what that means for the auto industry players. It seems Apple wants the Titan role in the auto industry now, but things haven't been all rosy as the plan has still not been materialized, and much of the stories are all but meager insights into the grand Apple plans. Though Tim Cook was the one to pull the strings to kickstart the project, it was the Apple founder, Steve Jobs, who envisioned an Apple Car shortly after the introduction of the Tesla Roadster in 2008. The company kickstarted the company by bringing in just the man for the job, Jonan Jungwirth, who is a former executive and president at Mercedes-Benz Research and Development North America. The project was handed to another capable executive by Tim Cook, Steve Zadsky, who has experience working with Ford as an engineer to take over the project. This was in the late months of 2014, and no one had much of an insight into all of this. But the project soon started to raise eyebrows, because it is quite impossible to undertake such a project with only a secret elite team of former Detroit executives. This is autonomous driving we're talking about here. Just after January ended in 2015, Apple was on the rumor mill for hiring a boatload of employees to work on the project. You see what I was talking about? Hiring a boatload of people will surely get some attention. And it did get that attention as various media houses picked up on the mass hirings. There was even a report that Apple was poaching Tesla employees by offering them better incentives, something Musk openly called the company out for. If there is something we know about Elon, it is his ability to sometimes do a little dirty laundry in public, as he did this particular one passionately. Around the same time in 2015, the Wall Street Journal revealed that what Apple was working on was actually a minivan, and not what we would call a car. Rumors from the Sydney Morning Herald at the time indicated 2020 as the possible commencement of the production date. But here we are in 2022, and well, there's no car and no minivan. So what's really happening to the Apple Car? Is it a phantom project that won't see the light of day? I doubt that, as Apple is a pretty relentless bunch of stubborn people and giving in isn't their thing. In fact, while we haven't seen and revealed anything from the company itself, it has invested a lot of time and resources into the project. Even Elon Musk in 2016 stated that Apple has the possibility of making a good electric car, as he stated that, quote, "It's pretty hard to hide something if you hire over 1,000 engineers to do it." Apple has reportedly expressed interest in various electric and autonomous technology. The company has also been focused not on just making another car, but also on a car that changes what we think about and see a car for. It seems they're using new methods, and depending on reinventing the car instead of picking a few car tricks from Detroit and adding a fancy Apple logo to it. However, the reports show that there is a conflict as to the approach. Choosing between full autonomous self-driving cars or semi-autonomous cars has become the talk of the key players overseeing the project. The project seems to be facing a lot more resistance than the company had planned. In 2016, Apple was said to have laid off 4,000 out of its over 5,000 employees who were working on the project, and designed some of them. This, however, does not mean that the company closed the idea, as they seem to take on more partnerships with companies like Magna International, a contract car builder which reportedly had a bunch of techies working off at Apple Sunnyvale Labs. If you're enjoying the video, right now would be the best time to consider subscribing to our channel, Tech World, for tech news and trends like this. Anyway, continuing on. All this while there were no official releases or interviews to give us insights into the Shadow project. But after a long wait, Apple CEO Tim Cook finally cooked up a covert way of telling us a little bit of what they were working on. It wasn't enough, but it did comfort some of the rumors that had started to turn into bad jokes for the reporters who boldly claimed the company had been working on an Apple car. In a Bloomberg interview, Cook confirmed that Apple was, quote, focusing on autonomous systems, but was also quick to add that it wasn't necessary to develop a car, but to explore the space. But we know Cook may not have told us everything, because just a year back in 2016, the company hired more employees such as Bob Mansfield for his engineering prowess, Dan Dodge, who started the auto software division of BlackBerry called QNX. Shortly after that, in 2017, Apple was again in the news. This time, they had secured permission in California to engage in the testing of autonomous vehicles. It was after the media reported on this big leap that Tim granted the Bloomberg interview. By 2018, Apple had about 27 registered self-driving cars in California, a number which was updated by BBC in August 2018 in a case of a car crash of one of the test vehicles Apple had been using. BBC revealed that the company had as many as 66 driverless cars registered for use on the roads, with an accompanying 111 drivers to man the vehicles. One thing Apple has been doing since rumors surfaced about the project is switching between doing stuff in-house and partnering with outside organizations. Such a switch happened in 2019, when they laid off 200 staff from the autonomous vehicle team and acquired Drive.ai, which is an autonomous vehicle startup to take over the progress of the vehicle. 2021 was a particularly busy year for Team Titan, as partnerships increased and staff became more concrete. In an Apple car render based on the patents filed, the vehicle seems to be taking the shape of something we've seen before. Ironically, the renders show that the car might look like the Tesla Cybertruck, with plenty of room for your legs, a plush interior, and only Tim Cook knows exactly what features it could have or maybe not. Nothing is really concrete here, and most renders are based on patents like this one, and others are just hopes of what an ideal iCar or Apple car would look like. The lack of information and cultural secrecy of the Apple brand until it's been released has made it impossible for even the most accurate of analysts and leakers to bring us everything in a single course meal, which is, of course, just desserts. The car is touted to be fully self-drive, but reports also show that there are conflicting views within the Apple camp as to which route to take. LiDAR and other transformative futuristic car technologies are being integrated within the car, while the truth behind whether Apple will actually make a car or not, you can't be sure. But like the Apple TV, Apple has always chosen the software side of things where they can sell services, which is a large part of their business. The price and release dates for the Ghost Named Titan project or Apple Car is next to what the project has been ever since we hear of it. There are no real estimates of what it could cost, and estimates indicate that it could be out in the public probably in one of these iconic Apple releases, where it's all hand gestures and buzzwords such as innovation, the best of its kind, and the industry titan. Just kidding. We don't really know for sure, but the analysts say that 2025 could be the year, as other tentative dates have fallen under the water. Sadly, many experts are very pessimistic about 2025. The famed analyst Ming-Chi Kuo indicated that the vehicle might not be ready until 2028. The estimates to its price are at best wild guesses, and we would not prefer to mention any of them, as you could equally ask your kid how much they think it would cost and, well, just go along with it, because that seems to be what's going on. The truth is, there simply is not enough information about the vehicle to give any reasonable launch date or even a price. We have a meager understanding of its specification, features, and the business model Apple will be pursuing, although chances show that they have transitioned into services. The simple answer here is that Apple will definitely go heads-on with the current EV giant Tesla. Both brands aim to make full autonomous self-driving car technology that is powered by electricity, both in the software and hardware departments. But we all know that the revenue is in the software, so it won't be surprising if Apple takes that route. But Tesla has historically been open to competition, and has quite a lot of its technology in the open source, where anyone can access them. Apple is right at the right timing with cars because this is the only time in history that the auto industry has been most open to distribution, and historically, Apple is a disruptor of industries, leaving the music and smartphone industries in the dust rubble. We all know Apple has a disruptor, and the car industry is more than ready for a futuristic disruption. Autonomous self-driving is the key technology here, and the screens that will be in all those cars. Marketers and companies like Apple can have an additional screen to get to you. The purpose of autonomous self-driving is to help reduce car accidents and free up your time for other beneficial purposes. But what are some of the feasible beneficial activities one can do in a moving vehicle? These are some of the questions that Apple needs to answer and figure out how to influence that chain. We want to hear from you. Do you think Apple isn't really interested in actual cars, but rather the software side of things? Leave your comments below and make sure to subscribe for more leaks and news on the Apple Car and other trending tech news. iPhone 14 is insane. Check this video right here for the latest leaks and features of the iPhone 14.